Yo, what's the deal, y'all? It's your boy Skibeatz, man. I want to thank y'all for coming through Sound Block, checking me out. And while you're here, man, pick up some sounds and make sure you grab that free kit. It's up there for y'all. And today, what I want to show y'all is how you can basically take a sawtooth or square wave or anything that's rich with harmonics and throw it in your machine and basically use the machine sampler to create your own bass patches, lead patches, pad patches, key patches, whatever. So let's get into it. I'm using my Moog Sub 37, by the way, but you can go online and you can download a sawtooth or square tooth wave if you want to. I'm using a square wave. What I'm gonna do is I'm playing middle C. I'm gonna sample this square wave into my machine right now. Boom. There we go. You can see the basic wave there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of get in here, like right there. That's what I need, and I'm gonna truncate it. And you can basically see that the wave shape is the same. It goes up. Let me take the mouse. Follow my mouse. It goes up, goes down, goes back up, comes back down, up and down. It's basically the same shape. So from this point to this point is a cycle. When it goes up and goes down, that's one cycle. So we basically want to truncate our wave, one cycle of that wave sample. So that's what we're going to do. So now let me get the end of that. Boom. So now I got the up part and the down part, the cycle of this square wave. And when you play your pad, you're going to get this little popping sound. But that's cool. That's what you want. Now go to zone, which is here, and then go down to loop and click on activate loop. And when you hit your pad, you now have a square wave tone. Now the next step for me, what I do, I go to my pitch envelope, which is up here on your machine software, and the release. Since I'm making a bass sound, I want my release to be a little quick. So when I hit it and I take my hand off, it stops automatically. That's what we want. And I might want to mess with the attack just a little. And if I go too much, then my attack is going to be too soft. Hear that? I don't want that. I want it down here. Yeah. Cool. That's my shape. That's the shape I want. Now I'm going to go to my filter. And since I'm creating a bass sound, I want to use the low pass filter to filter all the highs out. Cool. That's a good starting point from now. You can always go back and adjust it how you want it. So now right here under modulation, you click that and you get another envelope. But this time you get a modulation envelope. And I'm going to use this modulation envelope to shape the cutoff filter. So I'm going to turn the cutoff filter in the destination section. I'm going to turn the cutoff filter up a little bit. And I'm going to turn the sustain down here. And you'll begin to hear the effect of the filter. Hear that? You can use your decay and your attack to start shaping things. And you can ease up off the destination if you want to, or you can add on if you want it to be brighter. And I have it hooked up to my MIDI keyboard, so I can pretty much play it over here. But you hear the character that the modulation envelope gives the bass. Cool. All right, so I like that. Now I'm gonna go back to my filter, and I'm gonna add a little bit of resonance. I definitely gotta do it over. Resonance to give me a little bit more bite. Now, if you go up too much, oh, I like that. I like that. Cool. So now let's add a little bit of LFO. LFO is basically stands for low frequency oscillator, and that basically adds movement to your sounds. So what I want to do, I want to add a little bit of vibrato to this bass sound. So I'm gonna go to my triangle wave, and I'm gonna turn this LFO up a little bit, and I'm gonna add just a small amount to the pitch. Now you hear the little, hear that little George Clinton effect, son? Yeah. Let's add a little bit to the cutoff too. Yeah. Boom. Now maybe we don't want that to play every time we hit a key. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to velocity mod wheel, and I'm gonna turn up the LFO depth on a mod wheel destination. When I turn this up, the only time you're gonna be able to hear that modulation is when I raise my mod wheel on my keyboard. So right now my mod wheel is down, so you're gonna hear anything. But if I you get me? And you can add a little bit to the let's add a little bit to the cutoff and see how that feels. That might be a little bit too much. Take some of that off. I like that. And from here, you know, you can add like different effects. I might add the chorus effect. Bring the amount down a little bit. Boom. And basically that's how you make a bass sound.